Yay, more trauma. Save the trauma for your mom. Oh, wait. We can't save the trauma for our mama. Our mama is dead, which has caused the trauma, which is part of the trauma. Too soon. It's always too soon. It's been a week and it's still too soon. I don't even remember what was happening. We just left when our dad died, and who the frick knows what's going on now? What am I supposed to do next? My dad is dead. But how are you, Kara? I hope you're doing well. Okay. Let's dive into let's allow work to consume us. We could combat. We could get a little bit of combat up. We could keep going down the engineering route. Because we could maybe figure out a way to mess with those weird machines we've been finding. Maybe we do combat up because we're just we're pretty close to getting a bonus from that. Maybe. I'm not sure. I know we were continuing to explore the outside, so maybe we do that too. Doing well. I've been brainstorming spooky games to play for Spooktober, and I was actually going to hit you up. Ooh, okay, cool. For ideas for games or a collaboration. Because I don't know a lot of spooky games. I love horror movies, but I usually don't do a lot of scary video games. I did Inscription. That was really good. If you need a good spooky game, I would suggest Inscription. That's what I did last year, and I really enjoyed it. Thinking ideas. Okay. It's a good spooky game. Inscription's the only one I can think of. I don't have to think now. Well, you gave me a prompt. I can't help it that my mind begins to race. I can't do anything? Oh yeah, I can't do anything because I'm mourning the loss of my father, which means I'm useless, which is pretty realistic, honestly. Can I study? Oh, I could study something. Study the humanities? Creativity, persuasion. Oh, interesting. You get friendship with Tangent for that. I would not expect that. She does not seem the type. I would have expected something with Nowie or something. Let's do some engineering. I feel like we could benefit from that. We can't go outside, so you might as well do this. Ooh, card becomes blue. That could be useful. So we could go 6, 5, 4, 1. Is that the bet? I mean, it's a super goal. It's got to be pretty good. If it's a super goal, it's got to be pretty good. The thud of the thumper. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, it seems right. I don't know what else I could do. Yeah. Okay. Sometimes my my gut feelings. Sometimes you get in the zone. You can see it. You can see the numbers coming about you, like that one meme. And I think that was one of those times where I just saw the answer. It appeared to me in my mind, projected directly into my brain. Anybody want to talk? Anybody want to talk to me? My dead dad died, so I'm in a great mood. My dad has passed away. Anybody care to chat? Not looking for, a shoulder to cry on necessarily, but if anybody just wants to do anything, I'm here. Who's running geoponics now? Cal, what do you have to say? Hey, heads up! You barely manage to find cover as water arcs over your head. You look over and Cal waves sheepishly, a garden hose in his other hand. He's surrounded by kids who are hooting and cheering for him to turn the hose on them again. Sorry, he calls out. I guess it got away from me. Yeah, you bet. I bet that's exactly what happened. There's no fooling me. Can we go up here? Can we figure out who's like in charge of geoponics now? Notice board? Hey! Our colony's food supply is 70%. Our security rating is 80. Cal is the chief cultivator? Freaking Cal, a 16-year-old, is the chief cultivator of geoponics right now. We have no other adults capable. That's something, all right. Okay. Maybe we go out and just explore the wilderness. This beautiful planet that's never done anything. Perception and okay, we get more engineering for this. So there's 5 events, 3 collectibles, and a boss event. All right, well, let's keep going. I want to know what this boss event's all about. This event's pretty boss. I'm sure that's exactly what they had in mind when they named it that. Some internet schmuck trying to be cool is going to be like, hey, you remember when everything was boss? That's exactly what they were going for. I'm pretty hip. I'm up with the times. I'm pretty close with the new generation. You know, I've got a 2-year-old, so, you know, I know what's going on in her head sometimes. And that's the most recent generation is a 2-year-old, so. Yeah, I've got my finger on the pulse of what's happening in the zeitgeist, as it were. Hey, Jabroni, what's going on? Happy day to you. We're over here exploring the ridges. It's pretty desolate out here, man. There seems to be some time travel fuckery. I hope you're doing all right. How you doing? I'm doing all right. Went to the library today with my daughter. Got a whole bunch of books. Pretty excited about that. Gonna dig into those over the next week. She seems to be pretty tired, so I hope she's napping. I was watching a Netflix reality last night and friends featuring a bunch of Gen Zers, and I have never felt older. Oh no. How do you watch reality TV? Like physically. How do you do it? How do you manage it? Because I can't do it. There's one 34-year-old in the group, and they kept referring to as grandpa, and oh no. I mean, maybe. I could have been a grandpa if I made some worse life choices. I could have been somebody's grandpa right now. That would have been a different kind of streaming angle I could have leaned into there. Streaming with grandpa, and it's just some 32-year-old dick. That could have been pretty fun. You're treated to a spectacular sight, a fully grown dilly pillar way off in the distance. Its thousands of legs and kilometer of shimmering body snaking in and out of the haze at the bottom of the chasm. You just watch it. It's terrifying, like a train. Let's take some readings. Maybe we can learn something that'll help socks. I can only watch a certain few of the Netflix shows. I physically don't think I can handle that amount of secondhand embarrassment and cringe. My tolerance for secondhand cringe and embarrassment is like rock bottom. It is so low. I can't even look at it. I can't hear it. I don't even think I'm be in the same room as it. It's so far away, but you record its movement coordinates and take a video for Utopia. +1 to animals, +2 to kudos. Hell yeah. Look at how much we're doing for the frickin' colony. What's the colony done for me, huh? Other than kill my dad and mom. I'm over here, I'm a frickin' orphan. I'm sure somebody cares. Ooh, let's check this thing out. You find your way blocked by a massive wall. No, a hollow pillar, knocked over and lying on its side in the sand. It's absolutely massive. It stretches to your left and right at least a kilometer in each direction, though at some points it's crumbled enough that you could likely scale over it. Let's check it out. Engineering challenge. Teach wins my Doki Doki Literature Club playthrough gonna happen. You and I are waiting. Listen, if people want it, I'll do it. If people want it, I do it. That's what I'll say. Maybe for Spooktober. You know, Cara and I were just talking about Spooktober. So if that's a thing that people really want, then let's do it. We do a 3, 4, 5, 21 first round. Pretty good. Pretty good. Let's see if we can boost those numbers. 6 or 8. I know numbers. Don't worry, I know numbers. I'll be honest, if you play that game, I will not be watching, but I will like, oh, thank you. That's fine. You know what? It's completely understandable. 19, 23. Okay, 23 is a pretty good starting round. Ooh, this is a 24 because it's 4, 4, 8. Okay, yeah, let's do that. Okay. Ooh, this is a pretty good hand here. So we can do like a 6, 5, 5, 2. Yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad. Ooh, 27. All right. Let's do that. Jabroni, do you know any other good games for Spooktober? Please let us know if you do. We're interested. There are interested parties about. Oh, look at that. We already win. Nice. So we got 3, 3, 3, 4, 8, 8. I imagine, like, if I put this here, I don't think I'm getting anything out of it because it's just gonna mess up those cards. We can try. So 32 is what we're at now. Ooh, 35. Okay, it is better. I guess if we only have one red card, it doesn't hurt all that much. 35 seems pretty dang good. I usually gravitate back towards Dead Space and Resident Evil 4, but not sure that fits your vibe. Yeah, I'm not sure. It doesn't seem like it fits me either. I'm looking for more... If I were to do something, I want something more like cerebral and like weird and creepy, less action-y, because I'm not an action boy. Do I have... I don't think I have a lot of horror games. I'll have to check. Last year I played The Quarry. The Quarry and a little bit of The Devil in Me. Oh, how were those? What did you think? What were your thoughts? I can't say I'm familiar with either of those two games. I've heard of them, but I don't know anything about them. This looks giddy as you follow the pillar to its base, a large pyramid almost entirely lost under the sand. You brush away some of the sand and find that the pyramid is inscribed on all sides with pictures of, well, wormholes, you think. This pillar must have once stretched up to the sky. Maybe it was some kind of observatory or sacred building or just a monument to the wormhole. Sweet. Nice. Yeah, a good space civilization is always building things to honor the wormhole. You gotta glorify that wormhole. It deserves it. You can tell a lot about a society based off of what they glorify. And if you're glorifying the wormhole, that tells us a lot about you. The Quarry was great. It's one of those choose-your-own-adventure games as you uncover the mystery of what's going on. It's spooky and a bit graphic at times, but I didn't find it super scary. Okay, yeah, that seems kind of fun. I think if I were to go spook time, I think like a good narrative spook a narrative creepiness is probably what I would want to lean into. So yeah, maybe something like The Quarry or The Quarry itself could work. Are those kind of what you were leaning into for this year as well, Car? Like more narrative things? The Devil in Me had a bit more jump scares, which pissed me off, but I ended up stopping because the controls were terrible. Ooh, yeah, I understand that. I understand. Yeah, you don't want to like. What am I trying to say here? Yeah, having a game that's like frustrating in a way that detracts from the experience, like it's not purposeful, is really annoying. So like a game not being able to are you getting frustrated with the game not because it's scary, which is what it's supposed to be, but it's just annoying and frustrating to play, and that like sours the experience, like you can't even feel rightfully proper scared. Yeah, that sucks. Controls will ruin any game. Oh, if I recall, you've been looking for a reason to play Fear and Hunger. Oh my gosh, Jabroni, you're right. I should just play Fear and Hunger. And that'll solve all my problems, and that'll be what I do, probably. I think we should all play Fear and Hunger, and we have a competition to see who can get an ending first. Any ending, other than the one where you just die immediately. I didn't have a specific game type I was leaning towards. Oh, okay. So, that just opens up the possibilities. Anything's on the table. I don't want to play Fear and Hunger. I don't want to play Fear and Hunger because I don't want to play the censored streamer-only version of Fear and Hunger. I feel like that takes away from it. If I want to play Fear and Hunger, I want there to be genitals, because that's what the creator intended. The creator intended for there to be genitals aplenty, walls of dicks, and the like. And I feel like if I'm playing the game and I don't get to brush up on a phallic wall, then why am I even playing Fear and Hunger? Know nothing about Fear and Hunger? Good for you. It's a game that hates you. I would recommend, if you want to know about Fear and Hunger, and I'm not saying you do, I'm not saying you should, I'm not saying your life will be made better by understanding Fear and Hunger. If you want to know about it, look up Super Eye Patch Wolf. That's where I first learned about it. He has a 50-minute video talking about his experience first playing the game, and it's like consumed his life, but it's fascinating. And it consumed my life for a little bit, just like all the lore implications and stuff. It's a fascinating game. It's a disgusting, grotesque game that hates you actively and wants you to hate it. But it's an interesting experience. Watch that crazy stuff, but really cool and interesting. Like, there's not a lot like it. And at the end of the day, isn't that what art is all about? It's about like finding new things and experiencing something new, something that makes you think, something that worms its way into your head and stays there and you can't stop thinking about it. And it's sad and it's depressing and no one's happy. It's like real life. Expeditions has been collecting energy readings from this area, tracing the invisible ley lines of power like the one from the Thumper that brought you here in the first place. They've pointed you to this cave, a nexus of power at the convergence of many lines. You can feel the energy is different here, like a barely perceivable hum that prickles up the back of your neck, like something is watching you. It's likely this was some sort of important place for the convergent domain, Utopia says, leaning on her glider. I've sent teams through, but it gets mighty tight in there. I'm hoping you and Dis might have better luck wiggling in there, she continues. Might be the caves inside open up again, and if they do, take plenty of readings and report back to me. Dis is vibrating beside you on nearly the same frequency as the weird power fluctuations. This is the real deal, he whispers mostly to himself. Utopia nods and leaves it to you. What's the plan? We're going to prep our caving equipment. I've seen horror movies about caves. I've read true, like, morbid cases of cave shit, and I don't want anything to do with it. Caves fucking terrify me. I never want to be in a cave. That's not where I'm meant to be. Humans aren't meant to be in those kinds of caves. Not for me, thanks. You get headlamps and a little recording drone with a floodlight attachment, a tiny buzzing flying thing that circles around your head and sometimes illuminates what you want to look at. It's intelligent, which just means it won't do what you want. Dispats at it in annoyance. All right, Utopia's also left you an anti-grav belt. Ooh, with a warning to practice extreme caution while spelunking down there. They make you lighter so you can climb more easily and won't hurt yourself as much if you fall. All right, let's enter the cave. Ooh. The narrow entrance leads to a bigger room that animals have clearly used as a den. It's enormous with glowing mushrooms on the walls and piles of bones in some crevices. In some places, the walls are made of iridescent convergent domain obsidian, like this was once a great hall millennia ago. You can feel a cool breeze coming from somewhere, but it'll be tricky to find in the dark. All right, let's get ourselves a perception challenge of 93. Excuse me. Excuse me. We could do a 3, 4, 5. That could be good. So that's 23. Not bad. What if we did... Oh, wait. It's not going to be this. What if we did... I guess it has to be 3, 3, 3. Or it has to be 3, 3, 5. What if we did 3, 3, 3? So what we just had there a second ago was 23. Not bad. What if we did... Okay, 24. 24 is probably pretty good. I want to try to keep this 9. It just seems like it's going to be good for later. 69. Hell yeah. Okay, so we can do... Ooh, that sucks. 9, 6. 4, 5. Okay, 4, 5, 6, 9, 28. Not bad, not bad. Can we do anything to it to boost it up? Do anything to boost it up? Not really. I mean, we could just... We've got a bunch of cards. We can just... we can just do that. Okay. Yeah. Alright, we're just gonna have to go friggin' all out. We have to get a 39, which is doable. It's doable, but maybe not like this. Because this sports ball thing is kind of fucking us. Let's redraw our hand. Not that. That's the one I don't want. How am I supposed to make a 39 out of these weak-ass cards? There we go. That's a little better. 8. 5. 4, 2, 2. 29. Okay. We might be able to do this. What if we do this? Uh-huh. And we do this. And then that. There we go. Okay, we had to use some resources, but we got there. So, 4, 4, 4, 5, 8 is probably the best thing we could do. 10, yeah, plus 10 for a flush is really helpful. Yeah, 3 of a kind. All right, we'll take it. Woo, best score. Ooh, that was rough. But we get a bravery from it, which is pretty cool. You find the source of the breeze by tossing some fine sand into the air and watching which way the dust blows. It's a very tight crack. Nice. Good thing you and Dis are so small. You squeeze through and have to shimmy along on your bellies for about 10 meters. Oh my god, this is a nightmare. Pushing your gear ahead of you. It's uncomfortable, but Dis's excitement draws you on. Why are you so into this? This doesn't seem like your shtick. Ooh, +1 perception. Past the crack, there are fewer signs of animals. The walls are smooth grown obsidian, which is a kind of melted rainbow oil slick look. There are deeply carved glyphs on the walls at various intersections, like room designations or street names, you wonder? And other kinds of basins, alcoves grown into the rock, full of odd protrusions, all ancient and worn and inexplicable now. It feels homey. You come to realize the convergent domain must have lived underground. That's why there are so few ruins on the surface. As you follow the cave complex down, it's clear this used to be a well-traveled path. The corridors branching off to other places are now blocked off, as if a big earthquake has rattled this whole area. Only this one main path is still clear. It's too convenient to be a coincidence. The floor of the cave slopes downward like a slide, and it's quite slippery. Ooh, nice. We have 40 perception, so we can not slip. You follow the cave system down, 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 all the way to what must be the bottom of the cliffs. You have to climb down a 3-story wall in the last section. And you are grateful to your anti-grav belt for making it easier. You're still tired, though. You can see dim light below. Daylight? Whoa, cool. You emerge into a hidden valley totally surrounded by tall cliffs. Did you just come down all that way? You're surrounded by the ruins of convergent domain buildings, in much better condition than the wind-swept ones on the surface. It's perfectly still here and as quiet as space itself. What was that? Dis whispered reverently. Is some sort of converger facility? And it feels so familiar. You remember this place from your dreams and feel a throbbing sense of importance that is a bit unnerving. Something momentous happened to you here, or will happen to you here someday. You poke around a little, then call Utopia and give her your coordinates. She swings down on her glider with extra ones for you and Dis tethered behind it. You're happy you won't have to climb all the way back up. She whistles. Great find, kids. This place didn't show up on any of our aerial scans. Took me a while to find a ride in. Nice. You looked bullish, she says. I'll stick around to get some readings, but you head on back to the depot and get some rest. Don't worry, we ain't going to push on without you. We can keep exploring. We have the stress. All right. Maybe we can clear this area out. I'm sure there are a couple more like events that we can check out, like this one right here. Just a chance for some extra bonuses. Always good to see the number go up. You're scaling a huge rock plateau when you're suddenly overcome with an incredible feeling of peace. You've never felt anything like this. You literally feel lighter, like all of your troubles have been lifted away. The feeling is stronger when you touch the rocky surface and you realize it's radiating from the rock. And Dis is here. Dis is sunning himself on top of the rock, stripped down to his shirt. He looks up as your shadow falls over him. Oh, he says slowly, you found it too, huh? He shades his eyes from the sun, and as he looks up at you, you feel it, right? Like, you just feel happy here? That's why I haven't told anyone about this place. That's how they get you, you know. Once they know you love something, they can use it to control you. Who's they? Paranoid much? That's deep. That's deep, bro. Dis shrugs. He doesn't seem to care if you're making fun of him or not. It must be the power of the rock. Must be the power of the rock. You're going to keep it a secret, though, right? Dis asks. I don't want this place dug up and studied. It'll ruin it. He scowls. People always ruin things, especially researchers. Some things you don't need to understand. I promise to keep your dumb rock a secret. Yeah, you idiot. You have to trust people, Dis. Okay, it's our secret. Ooh, +2 to engineering. Nice. You do take a few readings, though, just because. All data is important. You mark down the location, but fudge the coordinates so anyone they send out afterwards will get lost. You wonder if the rock is natural. Animals seem to really like it. I bet. It's just an orgasm rock. It just makes you feel good. It just vibrates just so. As you're taking readings, you watch a swarm of Dorbs moths basking on the rock as well, just like this. Nice, our stress went down. Then you lie down on the rock beside Dis, letting the strange magic fill you with an incredible sense of peace, love, and unity within the universe. Orgasm rock. that's the that's the music genre that should have caught on. I feel like it would have been an offshoot of glam rock because that stuff was pretty progressive for its time, pretty dudes, a little bit of drag, some long hair, lots of makeup. So it's like, who's going to write about orgasms? Those guys know about friggin' orgasms. From what rumors I've heard about rock stars, those guys know their way around an orgasm or two. Seems to be all they did. And isn't that the life? It reminds me of like those small towns that have like that one place where everyone goes to like make out. Like on like that 70s show, it's like Make Out Point or whatever it is. I don't remember what it is. Mountain Hump. It makes it seem like a small town USA place would have like this mountain that everyone goes to, and they just call it like Orgasm Rock. And it's just where all the kids go to have sex. It's a pretty funny image. From what I know about rock stars, those guys know, yeah. I don't know if and you know what? I don't know if it's rumors. I've just heard that like behind the scenes, they're just going to town. And good for them, I guess. Good for them. Good for them for being able to hopefully have consensual sex, and good for the ladies, or men, or anybody who gets to have sex with them, because hopefully they're really good at it and it's just a really nice time, and hopefully everyone used protection. Wait, yeah. Oh, what an appropriate one. We're here for nonsense and to come. It always comes back to orgasms. Utopia hasn't sent you and Dis to study one of the large crystal... Has sent you. That's the exact opposite. Has sent you to study one of the large crystal outcroppings. Maybe it's a JO crystal. We'll just keep going with this whole theme. I can jack it with my bro here, and I'll get charged with our positive energy from a really good sesh. Up close, you can't help but get the sense that they're alive somehow. They're angular and hard to the touch, but they have a sort of sponginess and warmth to them that's a little disconcerting. They emit a humming noise. Dis pokes one with his finger. Weird. It almost looks like they're breathing. All right, let's perceive them. You will be perceived. I hope you're ready to be perceived. Let's see. So we could do like I'd like to get like the 8 and the 7 like a little bit better. Like if I could do more with them, I would like that. We could do like a 3, 4, 1. Like a 15 first round is good. None of like they all have the gems, which is nice, but like I feel like we can do better. These orgasm rocks will be perceived. You can't stop me, Mom. Honey, I think you should talk to the kids. All he wants to do is hang out at Orgasm Rock. Here we go. Look at this. 7, 8, 9. Look at that freaking 30. Look at that. Oh yeah. Yeah, that'll get you to Orgasm Rock. There's no stress crying at Orgasm Rock. If you stress cry at Orgasm Rock, you get kicked off of Orgasm Rock. And that's the gospel truth. Look at that, a 37. That's pretty dope. Is there any way that I could make this even better? 37's probably the best because we're getting our 2 6s right next to each other, which I don't think we can manage any other way. Yeah. What is this normally? It's a 5. Okay. Yeah, so it's getting 2 from... Or it's getting something from the gym and plus 1 from this card. Yeah, okay. I think 37's the best. Nice. Yeah. We have successfully perceived this alive rock, just humming with pleasure. You notice that they hum the loudest at midday under full sun. The few crystals that have grown under a shaded outcropping are less vibrant than the others. They kind of look like convergent domain tech, don't they? Dis says, like the organic obsidian or the crystals embedded in the ruins. All right, let's test our theory and let's try blocking the sun. On a hunch, you cover one up with some ferns. After an hour, it stops vibrating. Something deep inside it has gone dormant. The crystals turn clear, like the ones they were shadowed naturally. When you remove the fronds, the color returns. Oh, it's like photosynthesis, Dis exclaims, but it's not a plant, right? So maybe there's like a bacterial, microbial, photosynthetic organism living inside the crystal somehow? That could be pretty cool. Or maybe it's like, if it's organic, I'm trying to think here. So there could be like single-celled things in there, and they could all be linked together. Like it could be like a colony, maybe. Instead of like one giant multicellular organism, it could be a colony of separate but pretty unique, are like cloned single-celled organisms that are all like asexually budding and splitting off. And then like they have like photoreceptors in them, and when they are no longer sensing light, they like turn off like particular parts of themselves because there's no use wasting energy if like the resource that thing needs isn't present. So like our bodies do that with lactase, I think. Like your body only makes lactase if your body has sensed milk and you're not lactose intolerant. So like you don't, like our bodies like don't make that particular enzyme if we don't need that enzyme. If our body senses it, then we start creating it again, because why create something you're not going to use? I know a little bit. I know a little bit of stuff, I think. Let's try uprooting a crystal. Can we find the bottom? They do indeed have roots, and they're really tough. You dig around the base of one and expose them so you can see. They're made of the same glass, but rough and frosted and warm. Much warmer than the surrounding soil. The roots go down deeper than you can dig. You won't be able to remove one without breaking it. All right, let's try breaking it. You wiggle one of the crystals like a loose tooth. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Boom. Ooh. I'm glad we had all that extra. We lost some of that stress. You're thrown by the explosion. When the dust settles and you brush off the shards of warm crystal, you realize that some of the nearby crystals have also exploded. Are they connected underground? The colony theory is holding strong. Will this be on the quiz later? Nah, I've given up on quizzes. I just want us to have fun. Maybe, I don't know, maybe it is like maybe it's like a mushroom, like a fungus colony. All those things, like they all spread out underground, but they're all technically one giant organism. Like the mushroom that you see, like the thing that you eat is the fruiting body of the mushroom. So that's like, it only comes up when it's time for reproduction. And if you tap on the cap of the mushroom and you look underneath, it's got gills, and that's where all the spores are. So you tap on it, you can see the spores fall, and then they get carried off somewhere else. But underground is where a vast majority of the mushroom fungus is, and it can spread super duper far. So I think one of the largest organisms like on the planet is a giant swath of one fungus. But I don't remember how long it covers. I'd have to look it up. But, it's largely underground, so you don't really see it. It's pretty cool. Oh my gosh, they're bringing it up. They're bringing it up. I wasn't even looking. I didn't read ahead. I promise I didn't read ahead. Yes, I know a mycorrhizal network when I see it. So that's what they call it. It's the mycos. What's the other term I'm looking for? Gosh, my brain is so dead. I used to know the other term for it, but myco means fungus. Dis exclaims, they're alive, like fungus, but also kind of artificial, like the convergent domains buildings. I bet they were used to harvest energy from sunlight, like living solar panels. I wonder if they've been growing wild this whole time, or if they're still powering something. He stops. Wait, are you okay, Popo? It is important to know that fungus itself is not photosynthetic, which is why it can live in the dark, like underneath houses and shit. It prefers the dark, and it prefers the wet, and it prefers warm. So, like, athlete's foot is a fungal infection. Because what's warmer and hotter and wetter than some gross person's foot? Tell me biology is a special interest without telling my biology is a special interest. Hey, baby, I was hoping you would show up. Yeah, we're talking, there's like a crystalline fungus type hybrid thing that we're looking at here. Myco means fungus. Thank you. Yeah, I was trying to remember the names. What do we call the roots? I can't the quote unquote roots that spread. Is it? I keep thinking of the word hyphae, but I don't think that's I don't think that's the name of the roots. Yeah, like Resident Evil. Everything comes back to Resident Evil. I can't seem to recall. I can see it in my head, but I can't put it into words. And then I feel like it starts with an R or something, but my brain keeps trying to say ribosomes, and I know it's wrong. Ooh, we got some engineering and some kudos. You dust yourself off and scribble excitedly in your survey notes. This is an important scientific discovery. Good job, us. It is time to go home. Hyphae are the structures holding up the fruiting bodies when you look at them in the microscope. Thank you, baby. See, my wife's much smarter than me. She's pretty clever. I'll have everybody know. It's Vertumnalia. In the midst of the colony decorating and setting out the food for the feast, you have trouble finding your festive spirit. Your dad's only been dead for a few weeks. How could anyone celebrate at a time like this? No kidding. You gather in the colony square for the usual speeches. You're only... Rhizoids are the structure that look... Okay. Yeah, I guess that's what I was thinking. So I guess that's why I was thinking ribosomes, because it has that, like, rhizo. Yeah, okay. So my brain was, like, on a track. It was just slightly off that track. You're only knowledgeable in a few things. I think that's true for most of us. I mean, there's plenty I don't know about. There's plenty that, I'm sure this whole community has a number of blind spots because we're all particular types of people. Sports is definitely not this community's strong suit. Lum takes the stage to fanfare and applause. Hello, people of Vertumna. He explains over the din. Happy Vertumnalia. He raises his hands to call for silence. Before we celebrate, I want to recognize those we lost this year. Head of Geoponics, Stranium, and Surveyor Imbroglio. That must be someone from their side. The crowd goes silent for a minute. Your vision blurs with tears. How is this supposed to make you feel better than that he's gone? This year has taught us that the aliens are more dangerous than we ever knew. Lum continues, it's not just the attacks during Glow, they're weaponizing the very air we breathe. But they won't win. Already we've discovered how to beat them at their own game. With everyone inoculated against the Shimmer, we're one step closer to total dominion over this planet. After the council members each give their annual reports, everyone starts clearing the square to set up for the Vertumnalia games. You feel the pulse of a new hollow message in your palm and open it up to read. Happy Vertumnalia, there's a present for you on the table. XOXO, your secret admirer? Guys, somebody likes us. You rush over to the feast table and spot a wrapped present in among the roasted vegetables. Wow, you have a secret admirer. Ooh. Ooh. You unwrap your present. It's a data band. You snap it on your wrist and boot it up on your hollow palm. It's full of all your favorite songs, videos, shows, and games. A collection curated by someone who must really know you. Now you'll always have your media with you, even if the net goes down, including all your favorite episodes of The Rise and Fall of Sanctuary Moon. This person really loves and cares about me. Vertumnalia is the it's a holiday that the colony has created that we always celebrate on the first section of the season of dust to kind of celebrate the harvest and stuff like that. Celebrate nature. Less with this current group because they're more of a military power, the people that came recently. But it is important for us to have some festivities. So it's kind of like maybe like a Midsummer or like an equinox party or something like that, I guess. Somebody likes us. Hell yeah. You search the hollow palm for any hint as to who could have made it, but you can't find anything. You have to ask around, but later, the games are about to begin. You assemble with the other kids for the annual games. What do you choose? Oh, we could do the bake-off again, or we could do Xeno wrestling. Let's wrestle an alien. That seems like fun. We've already mastered the bake-off. We've baked our asses off. Now it's time to friggin' wrangle. Okay. Oh, well, I don't really like this douchebag, but, I guess I am interested to see what this will become. An enemy and Vase are your competitors this year. They've both been training hard. It can't be any harder than wrestling you, Vase says, and the enemy goes red and punches him in the arm. Oh, good. This looks like a thing that we should be wrestling. So what will Christmas turn it into when they try to convert the... Funny stuff. Funny stuff. I don't know. That's a good question. That seems to be the only holiday we celebrate aside from, like, birthdays. They haven't mentioned a lot of religion now that you mention it. Like, that's just kind of like a party. But I don't think there hasn't been a lot of talk about religion in the game. At least not that I've recalled. The people watching gasp as the animal is brought out from the pens. It's a unisaur, and a starving one. From the looks of it, it growls and snaps its teeth at its handlers. Can I save this beautiful, majestic thing? Fool unisaurs are docile creatures. Hungry unisaurs are mindless rage machines. They eat like snakes, swallowing large prey whole and using their inner mouths to rip it up. Nice. This one is hungry enough to swallow you whole if it catches you. Luckily, this one looks so hungry that it's weaker than usual to give its competitors an edge. All right, well, let's see how hard this is. Another goal of 90? Please, God. I'm just one man. All right, so we could do like an 844. That could be an option. So a 28, that's pretty good starting off. Pretty good start. I mean, we're getting like a straight or whatever it is, a flush. We could do 6 here. 3, 3, 2. I think this is the best. Yeah, let's move on. We can keep working here. Ooh, here we go. We got some cool stuff. So we got a 4, playing in the snow. We do an 8, a 7. Oh, what if we did 6, 6, 6, 6, 7, 8? That's pretty good. 33. That's a good chunk out. Yeah, we only got to get 29. Easy for us. Easy for our big brains. 6. Oh, does oh, that takes away. Oh, that sucks that it takes away from rainbow cards too. Lame is my response to that. There we go. Plenty. Plenty. And it's the best score because we're the best, obviously. Lassoing the Unisar is relatively easy, but you end up running around forever trying to not get skewered by its horn. You have to yank hard on the rope to wear it down before you can even try to ride it. Xeno Wrangling Champion. Look at us go. Sweep the leg, sweep the leg. There are a few moments when you realize your life is in actual danger. The Unisar is no joke. You end up wounding the Unisar with your clumsy attempts to wrestle it, but you didn't want to die. What were you supposed to do? I probably just shouldn't have joined the fight. I think that's what should have happened, is I just shouldn't have done that. After the festivities, everyone descends on the feast. Oh, we are popular now, which is kind of cool. It's something. It's not something I'm striving for. I just wanted to be around animals. Everyone around is so happy, but you can't help but notice the empty space where your dad should be sitting. It's your first holiday as an orphan. The other colonists try to make room for you in their conversations, but it's not the same. You know what? Cal has like 5 parents. I think I should be adopted. I should marry Cal, and then there will be an even distribution of parents. I'll have my 2 parents back, sort of, and then Cal will still have all of his. It's like a sharing is caring kind of situation. All right, what's up, Cal? Here to offer me a parent? You find Cal catching a break in the shade of one of the gardening sheds, a wide-brimmed hat pulled down low over his eyes. Hearing you approach, he lifts the brim and shoots you a smile. Hey, Popo, taking a break too? Someone gave you a danaband. It might have been Cal. I mean, look at it. It would have to be him, right? Look at him. I've expressed interest in, like, hanging out with him and stuff, and he's got a friendship of 100. It's apparent this needs to happen. Nice. Frickin' nice. I mean, Cal is the natural choice, I feel. Like, it's gotta be him. Tangent could be it, but, like, Tangent has not been romantic to us, like, at all. The only other person we've hit on is Utopia. And I'm going to be honest. It doesn't seem like this 29-year-old is giving an extremely thoughtful gift to some freaking weird-ass 16-year-old who just goes around hunting and looking at orgasm rock and stuff. I think it's got to be Cal. Are you my secret admirer, Cal? Cal looks away, his smile turning a little embarrassed. Is that okay? Yeah, I like you too. This is good. Finally something good is happening. Cool. You know what? Cal blinks. Whoa, really? I didn't expect that. Should we go in for a smooch? Good things don't last often in this bitch of an earth. So I think we gotta go in for a smooch. I wish there was an option for, like, ask for smooch. Because I don't want to... If he doesn't want it, he likes me, but that doesn't mean he's ready for the smooch. I'm going to assume that I'm reading the signals right in this game and that he is kind of, like, just being that coy, shy, awkward teenager where you, like, don't know if the other person wants the kiss, but you obviously want the kiss. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to give this guy a smooch. You lean in and kiss Cal on the cheek. Okay, good. It wasn't like a make-out. Okay, good. He laughs warmly and touches the place your lips landed, blushing. Thanks, he whispers. I guess you like the data band. I liked that you gave me a gift and that it was just very sweet and that you proved that you, like, care about me and know about me. It wasn't about the gift. It was about the thought and the sentiment behind the gift. But yeah, I mean, it's still a good gift. That's I'm not gonna say it's not a good gift. But I'm not going to say that the physicality of the gift is the only thing that mattered. Let's assume, yeah, that's always the best plan, is to assume consent. When you don't have enough information, just assume consent. I know what you mean. I think it was fair. I think it was fair. Given what we know about the characters in the game, like, I think it was okay. I'm just trying to help the game out. I'm just trying to help you out. Let's see. Our stress is middle now. We could do some more animals and get some more empathy too. That's kind of nice. Shovel dirt. Is that? Oh yeah, that's what we used to do. We used to be just menial labor losers and just shovel dirt around like a tool, like some kind of fucking tool. Let's tend the animals, because we might also learn something about socks. You visit your mom's little garden. There's a small shrine set up in the memory of her and your father. No, her favorite flowers and his old boots. Oh my gosh. On Earth, they used to put whole bodies into boxes and bury them underground. The colonies always skipped the decomposition step, using a process to quickly render bodies into nutrient-rich mulch. Ah, mama mulch. You love it. You smell it? You smell that mom mulch? Your mom and dad stipulated that their remains would be used here, added to the dirt they tended to so lovingly in life. That's what I want. That's what I would want. Like, in this kind of situation, that's what I would want. In real life, I want my body to be donated to science. Like to a teaching hospital, perhaps, or even like a body farm where my body just like goes into a particular place and they just like track how it decays in that particular like environment, so they can like better predict, I mean not predict, better assume and calculate like time of death and how the environment affects like corpses and bodies and stuff like that. Or you can just turn me into fertilizer. I'm perfectly okay with that as well. A mama mulch. I mean, mulch smells good, and moms sometimes smell good too. So imagine how good mama mulch smells. Thinking about up in the new garden out in the front lawn. Really spruce it up, make it pop. Do you know any good places to that'll help me out? Any good products? Well, I have heard about this new product. It's very it smells even better than normal mulch, and it's eco-friendly too. It's all recycled. Oh really? What is it? It's mama mulch. It's mama mulch. Excuse me, that's a very interesting name. Where did they get it? Well, you see, they take moms that have died, and they turn them into mulch, into fertilizer. So it is recycling. It is very green. It's perhaps the greenest it can be. You are our dad. Yeah. I'm so happy. I'm so happy I'm a dad. We're going to leave a gift. I'm going to talk to my parents. About what? About how much I miss them, of course. Maybe about how I gave Cal a little smoochy smooch? You spend time talking in the general direction of the shrine about how much you miss your mom and dad and how unfair it is that they died so young. You know that the whole colony is your family, but being orphaned at 16 is still a heavy blow. You imagine your mom ruffling your hair and your dad telling you to toughen up and getting a warm bear hug. You imagine your mom ruffling your hair and telling you to toughen up and getting a warm bear hug from your dad. That hurts. My eyes are burning. You hear there's Cal. You hear footsteps behind you and the creaking of the little garden gate. Cal kneels beside you and gazes at the shrine. I miss them too, he murmurs. I know I already have more parents than the average person. Go on, but Your mom and dad were kind of like my parents, too. They taught me everything I know about agriculture and how to care for animals. He smiles sadly. I hope I can be half the farmer they were. Fall to pieces and blubber your eyes out, accept Cal's hug. Who's in charge of geoponics now? I can't see why I can't do Cal's hug and then fall to pieces. I'm going to accept Cal's hug. Cal is a great hugger. Not too tight, not too familiar, but warm and strong and comforting. He reminds you a little bit of your dad, strong but sensitive. Thinking of your dad's hugs makes you tear up. Stop it, game. But Cal doesn't mind when you sniffle kisses. Who's in charge of geoponics now? Cal sighs. Me, I think. Well, that makes sense. They're the next smartest guy. Well, no one really wanted the job, Cal replies. He scratches his fingers in the loamy dirt as he speaks. Your parents were kind of, well, without them, no one really comes close. Most everyone else who works in geoponics, they're just semi-skilled workers who don't know as much of the actual science as they did. They really pushed me to learn that stuff, too. He says, nitrogen cycles and soil chemistry and veterinary science, so I guess everyone just kind of thought I could train up at it. I've been training up, too. Look at my animals are high, my biology is high. Cal, we're going to get married and we're going to take over geoponics. In the honor of my parents. This is narratively beautiful, and it makes the sting hurt a little less. He sighs and rubs his chin, leaving an earthy smear. It's not like I wanted the job, he admits. I mean, I'm only 17. What do I know about running a farm? But the way the other people in geoponics talk about it, it's like they think it's cursed. He stops and smiles apologetically. Sorry. I'm sure it's not really cursed. Mostly, Cal continues. Everyone here is just doing the same job they always were. I'm supposed to go to council meetings, but I just let them make decisions and they tell me what to do. You and Cal sit and contemplate your parents' memorial shrine for a while longer. Eventually, Cal has to get back to work. He lets you know it's okay to take the day off if you need to. Nah, let's work. I'm gonna help my bro. I'm gonna help my lover bro. Give him a bro job later. Yeah, that was fun. That was good. 38, 36. Okay. Okay, I'm sure this is probably the best. You're the best around. No, that was not the best score, it turns out. It's fine. We're still doing great. We're pretty empathetic. We're pretty good with animals. We got our lover brother over here. We're doing friggin' excellent. All right. Let's see. Our stress is pretty in the middle. Not too bad. Not too bad. We're pretty close to getting something new from engineering. We could go over there for a little bit. Is there anything to do? Ooh, mushwood. Give me that log. Survey the ridge. A new boss event spawned. Interesting. So we could go back. Maybe we try that. Maybe we go to the ridge. If there's a new boss event, I'm kind of curious. We could maybe next time we forge in the valley, because it's about to get recycled at the next year. What if let's gain a little bit more stress? Or what are we at? 52. If we only have one thing to do there, maybe we'll be okay. Let's survey the ridge. Let's go find this new boss event. Maybe it has something to do with the information we gathered last time. Like Utopia's made some kind of discovery. Walk into the boss event. How's everybody's weekend? Everybody have a good time? I had a burrito that lasted me the whole weekend, and I've held babies that were lighter and smaller than that burrito. It took me 3 days to eat that burrito. It was pretty ridiculous. Was it tasty? It was extremely delicious. It had chicken, grilled chicken and chorizo, and then rice, and like sour cream, and guacamole in it. And then it was covered in queso. Like queso dip queso, but like good queso, because this is a good Mexican restaurant. Oh my goodness. I consumed a child's size of burrito of Mexican food. And like we also had like a street taco thing. We also had like nachos and dip, like chorizo dip. Like oof. It was delicious. Alright, we made it to the new event. Utopia has given you clearance to poke around the ruins in the secret valley. Stars, this place is neat. Dis thinks so too. At least we didn't have to climb back down again, he mutters, but you can tell he's excited. The buildings are arranged, in a spiral formation around a central point. They're made of that oil-slick obsidian, something that looks like petrified bone, and have parts missing where some other organic material has long since rotted away. It's all overgrown with vines and buried in shifting sands. You follow the spokes of the streets until you approach the center of the valley, where a large pyramid-shaped building sits surrounded by thumpers and a variety of other smaller buildings. I'm interested in the other buildings. Let's check them out. Smaller, more deteriorated pyramid buildings dot around the valley, purposes unknown. There are also dozens of little obelisks, a couple meters wide, with a circular design on one side. You approach a random one of these on the edge of the valley. You lean on one of the round designs, and the iris dilates open, sections grinding back like the world's rustiest automated door. And now you're looking through a large round hole into a small, featureless room. Quite small, quite featureless, totally dark, very creepy. But you can hear a faint hum. Is it still powered? We are not brave enough to go in. Not by a long shot, so nah. You follow the spokes of the streets. Let's check out the pyramid. You walk all around the massive pyramid, but you don't see any entrance into it. It's sealed tight. It vibrates with significance and looms hugely in your dream memories. You feel faint just being close to it, but Dis doesn't seem to feel anything. When he insists you give up and investigate something else, you don't complain. Let's look at the thumpers. The 4 thumpers are in careful alignment, forming a square with wide paths between them and the pyramid in the center. One is almost totally reduced to rubble. None are active. Okay, so the only thing here is this bravery check, which we do not pass. So I guess this is worthless. So I guess next time we come back here, we need to have 30 bravery, which is just not what we have. So I guess we just go home. So a bit of a waste. We learned something, which is fine. Oh, and we're 1 engineering point away. Dang. Frickin' dang. Big dang. Alright, let's check around here. Ooh, a fruit. Bobber fruit. My bobber fruit is blue for you. My bobber fruit is just for you. Alright, nobody wants to talk. No one wants to talk. Okay, well, let's do some engineering. We're about to get a perk from that. Engineering. To further your engineering knowledge, you're taking a mini class with Chief Engineer Instance on the construction and maintenance of your holopalms. These devices are engineered bismuth crystals embedded in your palms when you start school. They use the heat and electric current of the human body to power themselves, to talk to each other, and connect to the HoloNet, Congruence's massive repository for information. You can barely remember life before yours. Holopalms were commonplace by the time the Vertumna group first formed on Earth, and the square bismuth is grown in the lab, Instance explains, so the physical device itself isn't hard to maintain. The difficulty is in the display and touch interface. Instance opens her holopalm, displaying a visible, projected screen floating above her palm. As chief engineer, she also has one of the fancier versions that combines with a pair of eyeglasses to superimpose a projection right onto what she sees. The interface relies on plasma voxel generators, which requires extremely small components that are impossible to nanoprint. The material will have to be mined from Vertumna itself. Tange raises her hand. Is it possible to hack these devices, she asks. If the biological/electronic interface is so thin, is it possible to hack the human body? In a way, we've already begun to hack the human body, Instance replies. What do you call gentech? Everything the body does and is capable of depends on 4 nucleobases in different configurations. It's no different than congruence. Human and artificial intelligences are both built from limited code, and they are transformed into more by the building. Your genetic enhancements, super hearing and sight, temperature regulation, increased resistance to fear, disease, fatigue, all present in the human genome and unlocked by the power of science. Ooh, cool. So we gained a memory hooked on your holopalm. The class splits into working groups to explore installing mods onto your holopalm. You and Tange are in a group together. She begins installing a mod that will let her scan inorganic materials and get a reading of their chemical compositions. Let's do our own mod. We've got enough engineering. That seems fun. Yeah, Tange likes that. Tange raises an eyebrow. Impressed. What module do you choose? A nonogram puzzle game, something to help find lost objects, a radar speed gun, a bacteria sniffing sensor. Ooh. I assume this will give us biology points, which we don't need. Something to help find lost objects would probably help give us perception, which is pretty helpful. I'm going to give the lost objects. Oh, organizing. That's good too. Ding, a portion of Congruence's immense and miraculous intelligence will now be dedicated to making sure you never lose your canteen or your sunglasses. Isn't technology great? Yeah, it is. Because we just lost an expensive remote this weekend. And you know what? I would have loved for that not to have happened. Nice. I don't see how this gets better. There was a way for it to get better. It's fine. Who's even keeping track? See, how do you even keep track of the numbers? They're gone. They're not here. There's my new perk. Extra card draw. Ooh, draw an extra card at the start of a challenge. The effect stacks. Nice. Alrighty, alrighty. I think we can get a couple more points in combat, maybe. Let me check my gear. We got a +10 to combat, so we're actually, like, really bad. So our combat is actually at 25. Okay, yeah, it's actually not nearly as good. Yeah, alright, that's fine. Let's go back to the animals. Let's go help Cal. We're going to start a damn rodeo. Tend the animals. Cal is a hard worker, but he doesn't take anything too seriously. Working alongside him always feels less like work and more like hanging out with a friend. Even shoveling out the barn doesn't feel like a chore when Cal's around. Yeah, that's right. Okay, so we could do like a 8, 7, 6, 4, 4. Ooh, a 50. That's really good. +2. Oh, because of the 6, of course, of course. A 50 is still extremely good. Ooh, a 52. Man, that's pretty powerful. Wow, 57 was possible. I should have went for it, but it's fine. We still got a super goal. Our animal rank is looking really good. It's at 79. Our empathy's growing slowly as well. All right, how's our stress? Our stress is a little up there. Let's lose some stress before glow season, just in case. Just in case. Just want to talk to everybody, make sure we're all right here. Anybody got anything to say? Not you two. Never you two. Let's go. We're going to relax in the park. Your parents' remains have been mixed into the soil here, nourishing the plants from Earth your mom loves so much. You spend some time this month cleaning up around their memorial stones and clearing away the weeds. Being here makes you feel sad, but it's the kind of sad that makes you feel lighter when it's over. Oh, good, I can get rid of this friggin' sports ball one. Yeah, do I want to forget the memory of playing sports ball? Yes, I do. Does me no good. I'm heading back to work. I can't wait to see you. Thanks, baby. I hope to see you soon, too. Drive the new car a little bit. Have some fun. Have some tasty food. It'll be good. It'll be nice. Lose some stress. We heading back to the rock? Oh, yeah. It's orgasm rock time. And just to save time, I'm not going to wear underwear. I'm not interested in wearing underwear to orgasm rock. I don't think it's necessary. I think it just gets in the way. Let's see. Is there anything we can do? Oh yeah. Thank you. I meant to mention it. I don't remember if I did. I meant to mention it on Discord that we did get a new car on Saturday, and it's very nice. I drove it for the first time yesterday. It was really good. It's very smooth. It makes my car seem kind of crappy now. My car is fine, but no, it's not. It's not so new. Let's see. It's taken some getting used to, but like it's smooth. It's a little smaller in some cases, which is nice because I can reach back and like get things for the kids more easily. It's got like heated or cooling seats. Like the seats have like ventilation in them, so like if you've got a hot butt, you can get it to like cool, like put AC on like in your back and in your bottom. So it's basically orgasm rock. Let's just keep working with the animals, I think. There are only a few glowing plants in the garden, so in the dark of glow, you have to do a lot of outdoor work by lamplight. In the eerie, not light, fertile earth dirt looks the same as Vertumnan dirt. It's so hard to see what you're doing. Ooh, excuse me. Alright, so we can... This is locked in place, which is fine. So can we put something else, like, near it? What if we did, like, 6, 6... 7. And then 9. So we don't have a... Sucks we don't have like an 8 or something to use there. We can do some... Can we do any more pairs? Nothing that seemed to matter. Do that. Oops. So 6, 6, 4, 7, 9. Using... I mean, we could maybe... These are all so low. I don't think me putting all of these together here is going to change anything. Yeah. Oh, man. +3 to... We got huge points in animals there. We went up to 85. Nice. And only a little bit of stress. Which is good, because bad things are about to happen. The bad noise siren has sounded. We're here for it. You wake up to the soothing sound of your dad's voice, then remember he's still gone. You wonder how long it will be before you stop expecting him to be there. You're lying in bed, staring at the wormhole through your window when you hear a deep thump resonate through the ground, then a second one, quieter. The woven roof of your room quivers, unleashing a season's worth of fine glowing dust to sift through the air. Through your open window, you hear voices surrounding the alarm. The annual offensive is here, and leading the charge are 2 massive face... Oh, man, there's 2 of them now. Got my Twitch payout? You know what that means? I can buy a cup of coffee. Hell yeah. Nice. I'm glad all the lurking I'm doing in your stream is helping you with their ads. I hope you really enjoy that coffee. Make it a fancy one. Make it a fancy one. You deserve it. Just hearing people shouting about the faceless triggers panic. Your chest clenches, your guts roil, and you break out in a cold sweat. You're no use to anyone like this. Best to just stay inside. You pull the covers up over your head and try to calm down. Where's Cal? Every so often you hear more of the deep whoomp noises and the bzzz of plas rifles. They get louder, so close you can differentiate the massive footfalls of the creatures and what must be the heliopause's explosives. The walls shake with the shockwave of the explosions. Then you hear a loud explosion, the loudest you've ever heard. The entire room shakes, the floor and walls vibrating with the massive shockwave that rips through your quarters. Then nothing. Silence. A few minutes later, your holopalm chimes an all-clear message. You creep out to your balcony to survey the damage. People filter out of their hiding places, shielding their faces from the heat coming off the bonfire in the middle of the square. On the horizon, the first watery rays of quiet sunrise are struggling to make a dent in the hot orange glare. The colony's fire suppression system is turned on the square, revealing the charred corpses of the 2 faceless. Oh gosh, okay, good. Utopia's alive. Utopia walks by with a reclamation team hauling an industrial plasma cutter on a hoverlift. Did he use the mine and explosives? Utopia says, and mighty bold of him. Those things will blow a hole in a mountain, or a creature, I suppose. She sighs. Wish we could have saved him from mining. That must have been the last of them, and we sure can't make more. Then she and her crew are out of earshot as they pick their way down the blast crater to carve up the faceless for recycling. Huge explosion, the best this country has ever seen. The faceless are coming in to our country. Illegal faceless. They're taking your jobs, and by that I mean they're eating your job holders. Ridiculous. I mean, what is better for a fascist leader to attack than like a literal thing called faceless? Like, what better to propagandize against to something literally called faceless? They're eating the job holders. That, you know what? I would expect Trump to say it like that because the bastard has no idea what like a job is. Fortunately, the colony was well defended. You and the other colonists have been fortifying the defenses, putting security above all else. Tonight's defense was still a resounding, if messy, success. But if Utopia's right, you don't have any more of those explosives now. You can't just nanoprint unstable molecules like that. What are you going to do during the next attack? I don't know. We're 17! We're 17! Oh, I think we've got more. New portraits to look at. Oh, an enemy looks great. This is a glow up. 17 going on. We'll be there soon. An enemy looks awesome. What an excellent design. Her hair is freaking kick ass. Super cool. Love the hair. Love it. Cow. Oh, hello, hunk. Ooh. I think we scored the jackpot. Look at this hunk of dude. Look at the arms on this guy. He can cradle me any day. Look at whew. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, Cal. Little bit of stubble there. Not bad. All right, Tange. Ooh, sleek. Very nice. Excellent design. Love it. You look good, Tange. You look real good. Doesn't feel right to say anything about these 18-year-olds, but oh my god, the new design. I'm looking at this purely as like these designs are good. Like these are just solid designs. Wow. Okay, even Dis looking better. Not great, but better. The hand things are a little strange. And this is a little weird. Yeah. What's up, Lemon? It's a little bulky in weird places. But definitely better than he was. He's finally like grown into himself a little bit more. Good job, Dis. Mars is a queen. He evolved from a depressed penguin into whatever that is. Yeah. Mars looks great. Love the hair. Little bit of jewelry. Super cool. I'm a big fan of flowy, like, coat things like this. Like kimonos and stuff. Queen vibes. Very slay. Excellent design. Really, really like this one. I guess we'll never know what fucking Tammy looks like. Oh god! Oh no! All right, guys. Here's Rex. I mean, say what you want. I guess I just feel like this design kind of speaks for itself. How did he get more furry coated? I don't know. I don't even know how to say anything about this. It is truly a design that personifies everything that it already is. And I know that's a word salad, but I think it makes sense. It's a design. It's the most design he could have ever been. Let's check out Nami Nami. Super cute, still great, love it. I've said it before, I'll say it again. Pinks and purples and blacks are like one of my favorite like color combinations. So Nami Nami is freaking great. Look at it, she's got like I'm sorry, they sorry. They've got like reverse high heels. I don't know what's going on here. And then vase. Yeah, this is the 80s high school bully of designs. So, you know, still don't much care for you, Vase. You got a nice chin, but still. Oh, they're only I guess they are younger. I just like their design. They're just super cute. They're just super cute. Oh, Nougat. I don't remember if they always look like this. We only saw them like the one time. But they're super cute. They're just like a cute little kid. I think that's it. I think that's all the kids. I'd say I think the best looks. You know what? I think all of them are good. I think all of them are really good. I think the ones that are surprising me the most, Anemone surprises me the most because just the hair. The hair is just so good. It really brings it together. And then like the red and the black, very good. Very good design. Cal is just a strong dude. Strong dude. Big dude vibes. I like Tanja's design a bunch. It's just very sleek and comfortable looking. Like, I would wear this. I would wear this. Mars is great. Mars is super cool. Very, very, very slay, very queen, as we said. I think everyone had a really good upgrade there. Even we got a little bit of upgrade. I wanted to check something. Is this... So we don't look that different. We can... Oh, okay. So because we went with slightly androgynous, our design looks slightly different. So this is what we look like with a masculine appearance. It's mostly just a hair difference. And then, the female look is really good with that hair down. But we'll go with the androgynous. Part of me has been wanting to shave the sides of my head for a while, but I also have an undercut, so I'd like to have no hair. Yeah, I can understand that. Like going real brave and just going like half the head is really cool, but it's such a big move. Like, how do you know you're ready for it? Because like if it doesn't work out, you're stuck that way for a while. Let's talk to Cal and see what our dude's saying. It's hot and humid inside the geoponics bay, making your clothes stick to your skin as you look around for Cal. And that's why Cal doesn't wear a frickin' shirt. Eventually you see him, his back turned to you as he lifts bags of fertilizer into a wheelbarrow. Oh yeah, you do. You call out to him as you approach, and he turns to you with a beaming smile. Popo, he greets you. I was hoping I would see you today. My undercut's pretty significant as it is because my hair is ridiculously thick. Well, that's a good thing, right? Like, people want thick hair. That means you'll probably have it for a long time. And that means it'll probably grow back. As you open your mouth to respond, you hear a quiet crack and a hiss from nearby. Oh, dude, watch out, Cal says, stepping between you and what you realize too late is a humidity sprinkler. Oh my gosh, are they about to literally soak this guy in water? Cal laughs as he's blasted by a cloud of mist. For one perfect moment, he looks as if he's been outlined with 1,000 rainbows. This is the gayest thing, and I am here for it. Dip, Cal whines, smiling as he shakes out his... Oh, he's doing the hair shake and flip. Covered in rainbows and wet. Oh, I should have let you take that one, but your clothes would have gotten wet. He stands up straighter as your gaze passes over his body. He's really grown into himself, is the thing. Before your eyes, a droplet of water bravely winds its way from the rise of his chest and down the rippling muscles of his abdomen. Did we just pick out a book for lonely moms who don't get pleasured by their husbands anymore? Because my God. To where it disappears into the shirt tied around his waist. All right, Cal. Cal tilts his head, his smile turning a little teasing. He flexes his bicep at you. Caught you looking. Of course I am. Have you seen yourself? Let's frickin' flirt with our bro. Cal's face goes completely red as he laughs and drops the pose. Ah, jeez, Popo. He says, ducking his head. Oh, he's doing like the hot thing. He's doing the hot, humble thing. Ah, damn. You can just barely see the edge of his smile. You can't just say things like that. He scuffs the dirt, rubbing the back of his neck bashfully. He starts, then laughs again. His smile turns soft. I like your hair. It's really pretty. You really caught him off guard. Oh my gosh, he's awkward and adorable. He's hot and awkward and adorable. You really caught him off guard, but he doesn't seem to mind. Cal leans in. Can I tell you a secret? He asks. I'm not actually too hot in here. My enhancement means I'm always the right temperature. I don't even sweat, but why don't we put it to the test? I just like taking my shirt off. Like beating the crap out of each other and playing soldier isn't the only way to get a rockin' bod, you know? Oh, you know. You know really well. This freaking game just got real horny all of a sudden. You spend an enjoyable afternoon watching Cal stop. And occasionally heckling him as he wheels bags of fertilizer. You can fertilize me. It's every corner of the hydroponics bay. When the job's done, he claps you on the back. Whew, he's as strong as he looks. Cal chatters at you about his plans for the rest of the week as you leave the hydroponics lab. The relatively cooler, drier air of Vertumna hits you like a slap, but of course, Cal doesn't look bothered at all. Race you to the cafeteria, he teases, before taking off down the path. You yell and run after him, causing a ruckus that makes a few adults shake their heads fondly. Yeah, as you tear through the colony, side by side. You got it. You frickin' got it. All right, who else wants to talk? Who else? What up, Rex? Over the years, a lot of people have started wearing a lot less clothing than you remember from when you were growing up in the climate-controlled stratospheric. Definitely a lot less than in the holovids you bought from Earth. Rex, though. Rex has really acclimated to Vertumna's hot, sultry weather. Dude, put a shirt on. Take your own shirt off in solidarity. We have enough empathy. Let's do it. I was not prepared. Heck yeah, Rex says, flashing you a double thumbs up as you free yourself from your shirt. Good to know I'm not the only one suffering out here. We're not all like superhuman never sweats Cal. Hey. That's my freaking boyfriend. That's my freaking bro friend. You better watch out. He laughs and runs his hand over his bare stomach. Sometimes you gotta relax and let it all hang out. All right, dude. Yeah, calm it down a little bit. You let it all hang out with Rex for a while, letting him chatter about life on the Helio and how different it is here in the colony. I really appreciate that people here don't expect me to be a soldier, he says. We had civilians on the Helio, but it was like they were just cooks and janitors and stuff. After graduating school, which was like basic military training, if you wanted to have fun, there were only a few choices. Sounds like it sucked. Oh, big time, Rex laughs, but me and Nami found ways to make it fun. Nice. Hey, Tange. Gee, what? So we're at war then, Tange says, fiddling with her microscope. I'm of mixed feelings. First of all, nature has been at war with us since the day we landed. So if it takes an official declaration in order to secure more resources for engineering, I accept it. Welcome to the good fight, Administration. She pulls back from the microscope and blinks, rubbing her eyes. On the other hand, it's ridiculous to declare war on an intangible enemy. One may as well declare war on aging. Oh, we don't have enough reasoning. We can't study together. What up, an enemy? I keep trying to tell myself that not everyone needs to fight the aliens, an enemy says, looking up at the colony road to the Gardens of Geoponics, but I can't stand it when Cal talks about how we all gotta sing songs and get along. He's so stupid. An enemy. Again. You're talking about my lover that way. I'll much appreciate it. Fucking guy. Did that not go off? 1 second. Let me... Did that not go off? I didn't hear it. Okay. Did you see it? Okay, I didn't even see it. Follower goal, my channel alerts. They're supposed to be right there. They're at the top. I didn't hear it either. Let me see here. Are they turned off or something? I'll try to fix it. Videos. It says they're there. All right, I'll try another one. Is it like maybe it's just that one? Huh. I use I'm using trigger fire. That's what I've been able to use before, and it hasn't been an issue. Huh. Okay. I'm gonna write myself a note to fix it. That'll be one of my jobs for tomorrow. I mean, if I have to find a better one, I will. Write myself a note. Channel point. Fix it. There. Casually. Yeah, okay, fine. I'll write that down. Mix it up. All right. You made your point. You made your point. Anybody? I'm not talking to you, Vase. Get your vase out of my face. Okay. I may have to do that. We'll see. I'm smart, but I'm not very smart. Everyone's so serious all the time, Nami says, touching their chin with the tip of their finger. I'm trying my best to help, even if I'm not good at soldier stuff. I can at least make things that make people smile. That's important too, right? Absolutely it is. 100%. It's like super duper important. Because if we're not having fun here, what's the damn point? If we're only here to like assert our dominance, that's, I feel like that sucks. I'm not very interested in that. I wish I could be half this confident. So I guess we really are at war now, because I just tried to use my kudos to print a new hairband, and they told me that I can't because I have enough hairbands already, and they have to save the nano printer for things that are important. Mars crosses her arms and stomps her foot. Hello, have you seen my hair? Accessories are important, okay? Yeah. I just, definitely one of my favorite designs. She's so cool looking. All right, Dis, you have anything to say? I'm not afraid to die, Dis says, his eyes on the forest. It'll just be one more adventure. All right, someone's turned tough. All right, well, let's go, Dis. Let's go have some fun. All events have respawned. So I think this year, I think we're going to forage in the valley. Seems like a good idea. Somebody's got to do it. I'm here to forage. Forage, not forge. Big difference. Got me some bobble fruit. You come across not just one Vriki, but a whole swarm of them, mostly just baby ones about the size of your head. They're all amassed around a massive tree, scurrying up and down the trunk. When you can see the tree itself under the swarm, you notice it's the same pale pink as the baby Vriki. Its tentacle-like roots meander a fairly large distance before plunging into the ground. Okay, I think we just have to fight them. Yeah, we've done this one before. Maybe after you complete it, it just turns easy. I don't know. All right, we can do like a 4, 4, 4. That's a good start. And we get to keep one of them for next round. We can do a 6, a 6, 3, 3. 22, that's pretty good. That's a 23, that's also pretty good. 3, 19. Boom, 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 boom. All right, let's do that one. Let's put that one there because we get to keep it. And it's always just good to have extra options. 23, 21. Okay, that's fine. Only a 19, please. Please. Set neighbors to this value. 4, 4, 4. Good enough. Ooh, nice. A combat point. We'll take that. Get out of here, freaker. Smack them. Just give them a nice smack. You hear a rustle in the bushes and catch a glimpse of a shadowy figure. Could it be a person? Whatever it is, you quickly lose sight of it. Let's follow it. Perception challenge. Let's track it down. Oh, ooh, a 9. Nice. We can use that for later, maybe. I'm going to do 4, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. What if we did 3, 4, 6, 21. Yeah, we'll do that. That's good. So 39, 8, 9. 3, 3. 28. Pretty good start. Oh man, we only got to get 11 points. Nice. This game is easy. 6, 6, 5, 4. $45. Woo! Easy. Sometimes it's very quick. Perception's at 51. All right, that's slowly going up. You're looking for a person, so it's a surprise when you come face to face with a weird-looking creature. It kind of looks like a person, a bit. More like a tree, really. Some relative of the bush bulb, maybe. But more tentacles and slime, like a tree oozing with goopy sap with 2 legs. Yuck. It makes a sort of brrrr noise at you as you back away. Later, Baru. Alright, let's keep exploring. An absolutely enormous tree forms a part of the path here. Its roots cut natural stairs into the path, and its magnificent canopy of large flat leaves completely blocks out the sky. They arch overhead almost to the ground on the other side. Walking under it is like going through a tunnel. And the tunnel is dark and gloomy, unseasonably cool, and filled with the whispering of leaves. You get the sense that something is aware of your presence. Whisper back. Animals. Okay, so we could do like a 6, 6, 5. Okay, that's not bad. It's not bad. It's a 30. We'll take it. Okay, so we can get 4 like that. Okay, and then that 11, 4. Six, 6, 9. Yeah, 4, 6, 6, 9. Okay, we'll take that. Oh man, these are easy. I guess our cards are finally getting better. 8, 6, 6, 4, 6. Oh man, oh that one lowers everything. No, you ruined it. It was so pretty looking. It was beautiful. Alright, we'll take it. Animals. A nearby leaf unfurls and offers you 2 large, hard nuts. You feel a sense of peace and cooperation watch over you. Like you and the tree have an understanding. Ooh, eat one, plant the other. Let's bring them both back to Utopia. Little loyalty, little kudos. You're a forager after all. Utopia can figure out what to do with these. Hopefully we can use them for planting. You come across a veritable feast of berry bushes. Goopy and sagging bushes with enormous purple berries. They look delicious. These are like the exploding berries, I think. Two. There we go. All right. Set neighbors to this value. Is there anything we can do to boost it? We do that, I guess. We could just get a bunch of 3s. And then... there we go. Not bad. We're making progress here. We're making progress. 8. And then... so that goes down to a 3. And then... 3, 4. I'm sure there's better ways. 35, there's a 36. I mean, having all of them the same color is pretty huge. So that's a 7. So what if we did that and then that? 38, that's better. Yeah. Nice, there it is. A little more biology, which doesn't matter, and some kudos. They're explosive seeds, yes. Set them off from a distance. There we go. Let's keep going. Give me my fruit. My fruit. I need my fruit. Ooh, a xeno egg. Cool, cool, cool. A line of termite-like insects crosses the path here. Curious, you follow them to their destination. A massive sponge-like hive of crawling bugs writhing with life. The bugs are tending to larvae nestled in the holes of the sponge, feeding on the rich royal jelly that oozes from the hive. Cool. Love to see it. Animals challenge. We love those. You step in for a closer look and hear a warning hiss from above. Atop the hive is a queen, whatever it is. Wait, no. She is the hive. Ooh, cool. Wait, this is a Squeedgear hive. Her abdomen has swollen and lodged in the ground here, rendering her immobile. Nope, no thank you. Yeah, this is horror movie stuff right here. But she's not defenseless. The hive queen groans and growls at you, and the air prickles with the burning flavor of acid. She must have some sort of defensive acid spray. That jelly looks edible, though. We've got an animal challenge. Let's try it. Goal 79. Okay. First collectible use is free. That's nice. We like that. So what are our options here? That's an easy pick. You could do 3. So that's a 21. What if they're all the same? Also a 21. Okay. Is there anything we can do? It's a 20. I think that's fine. 21 first round is doable. We can handle that. Okay, so we can play our 9 if we wanted. This isn't a great hand. Most of this stuff kind of sucks, but we can do like a 9, and then like a 2 or something like that. We do 5, 3. It's a 31. That's pretty good. 30. Okay, I like that more because we're getting to keep these other ones. Because these are both good with other gems. So like our next hand might have a lot more gems in it. It has 1 more gem in it. We'll take it. We only need to hit 28. That's not too hard. All right, so we can go 5, 5, 5. That's pretty good. 7. 7, 8, 4, 8, 4, 6, 7, 8, 5. It's a 3. That's a 4. Ooh, here we go. So this is probably the best set of cards. So now we just need to figure out if there's a best order. I don't think there's any way that we can get a lot of the sames together. So 39 is pretty good. 4, 7, 7, 9. That's pretty good because we're getting the 7s together. 37, 39, 37, 37. How did I have it before? 7, 8. There it is. Okay, I'm going to say 39. Yeah, cool. Good job, us. Okay, so a little bit of stress. Some kudos, +1 to animals, and a new card, Milking the Squidger. Ugh. Oh, wow. That's disgusting. Oh, I hate it. Oh, ew. Oh, ugh. Like, how many people are scared of giant insects and then, like, giant holes and weeping ooze? Like, that's a nightmare for so many people. You get in there and squeeze out some jelly from one of the Hive Queen's many holes, somehow managing not to get sprayed too badly by her acid. Some lands on your arm and the back of your hand and sizzles briefly, but you keep your calm long enough to escape with your bounty. Cool. Do I get anything else from that? You come out of the trees into a large grassy clearing. In the middle is, well, you can only describe it as a pedestal. In the middle of a cradle of flowers sits a massive egg, easily larger than any egg you've seen before. It's white with red flecks, and it's just sitting here in the middle of the empty clearing, totally unprotected. Let's take it. You put one foot up on the pedestal to brace yourself. This thing is huge. However, as you do, the pedestal starts moving, and it starts growling. Its flowering appendages unfurl to reveal the face of... Oh, God, no. Oh, no. A manticore. It narrows its feline eyes at you and rumbles in warning as it stands to its full, terrifying height. Oh, yeah, slurm. Good point, Lemon. Yeah, good point. Just squeeze it on out of that. Ooh. Yeah, we should definitely can it. You figured out where the egg came from with your arms full of egg. You can't really fight. Your choices are limited. We're not going to fight the manticore. I think we're going to keep the egg and run. We've got a toughness challenge that we can probably pass. Got 9, 9, 4. That's pretty good. There we go. 36 on round 1. Yeah. Get that weak shit out of my house. Look at that. So we got a 9 there. We can do a 4, a 4, and a 4. 33. Look at that. Already won. Get your weak ass sauce out of my house, you dirty, dirty bitch. Yeah. Look at how this numbers are easy. I don't even know why I was ever scared of numbers. I don't know why numbers were ever a big deal to me. Numbers are easy. Numbers are easy. They're always the same. They're always the same. It's like, what comes after 1? 2. Duh. What's the coolest number in the world? Depends on who you ask, but it's always the same. You stumble blindly through the clearing toward the relative safety of the trees, the cumbersome egg blocking your view of your own feet. You fall a few times, just barely managing to scramble out from under the claws of the manticore. You eventually find a member of the expedition's protection squad who fires a warning shot with her plas rifle over the manticore's head. It roars in defiance and slinks into the trees. I feel bad. I did kind of steal this thing's kid. The egg's pretty addled from all the running and falling. If it was going to hatch before, it certainly won't now. Oh, you get a ship ton of kudos for it, and it's super tasty. I feel less good about this now. Ooh, 80. Okay, we gotta go home. Oh, look at my portrait is all mad. Let's go. But we got a lot of good stuff. We got some perception, got some biology. We continue to be the most biology boy ever to biology. It's your 17th birthday, but it's not just your birthday. Quiet is a time of new growth, a celebration of life and hope. Not just for this year, but for humanity's presence on Vertumna for years to come. You and your friends are the symbol of that hope. Quite literally, you are the future of humanity. As you're all beginning to take your places as adults in your colony, the council has decided to throw a party in your honor, the Vertumnan Youth Ball. Ooh. Mars is organizing it, of course. You get an embossed invitation on real paper slipped under your door. I guess I could go. Typically, dancing is 100% for dweebs. I 100% agree with the game. But Cal might be there. And what if he wants to dance? Or what if we just want to sit back and hang out with our bud? You slip into some party clothes and head over to the lounge to celebrate. Well, yourselves. You and yourself, specifically. It is your birthday, after all. That's right. Cal deserves hugs. The lounge is all decked out. The decorations look expensive. Must have taken a lot of Antiprinter creds. Your friends are transformed, too. Everyone is dressed up and looking like the young adults you're becoming. You can hardly recognize some of them. Mars catches your eye and waves, her bangles jingling joyfully. She looks like a model from her holomags, every inch of her primped, painted, and perfumed. Popple, hello, birthday. Happy birthday. I'm glad you could make it, she says, over the steady thrum of the music. Drinks are over there. Make your song request to congruence and take off your shoes. You look down at your boots, then back up at Mars skeptically. She rolls her eyes and does a little bounce. Sock up. Sock hop, just like Earth, duh. Is she? I did not go to any dances. I did not go to prom. I didn't go to homecoming. Nobody wanted to kiss me for a long time. So I don't know what sock hop means. Hello, birthday. Mars looks great. I wish I could look. I wish I looked this good. I wish I looked half this good. I went to one dance in 8th grade that my friend forced me to go to. Ugh, yuck. I think, I didn't go to prom. I didn't go to homecoming. Whenever those things happened, I never was really in a relationship. I never had relationships for a long time. My first relationship was an online girlfriend in 9th grade, so obviously that didn't go anywhere. And then I didn't have another relationship till like 11th grade, and that also did not go anywhere. It was not a good, you know what? I don't know if you can rank it good or bad. It was not an eventful time for young Teach. Oh, my dog needs to go outside. 1 second. All right. Hey, everybody. Sorry about that. I'm so sorry I didn't see your message originally there, Kuro Peach. Let me know if I'm pronouncing that right. Thank you so much for being here. Um, it must have just passed by a little too quickly, but thank you for sticking around. It really does mean a lot to me. Is this my first playthrough? It is. We are going in as blind as we can be, I think. I tried to look at nothing. I read a couple of like kind of personal reviews of like people just saying, "Oh yeah, it's just a really good game. It's got a strong narrative. Um, the choices actually matter, stuff like that." And I'm like, "Oh, that's like right up my alley." Um, but I don't even think I looked at a trailer because everything I read was like, it's so narratively driven. There's so many cool like choices and consequences to your actions, and I was like, I really don't want to know anything. I want to go into this and experience a story that's 100% mine, and not have anything spoiled for me. I want this to be like an organic experience. So I don't know if like the terrible things that have happened to me have happened to everybody, or if I just got bad luck, or what's happening. More like Curo Page. Curo Page. Okay, I can do that. Curo Page. But don't bother much. Okay. How are you enjoying it? I mean, it's kicking my emotional butt. But I'm really, really liking it. It's a beautiful game. It's kind of cool that it feels like I'm writing a story with the game. I've definitely cried. When my mom died, and that shook me, and then my dad struggling with the death of my mom uh, broke my core, and then my dad dying. I think I was so expecting it to happen that like it barely hit me. But it was the thing I didn't want to happen the most because he was one of my favorite characters. Like that's not like a main character. So when he died, it was bad. This is the first time we've played since then. That was the last thing that happened the last time we streamed it. And it was rough. I understand. It's okay. How much do you know about the game? I'm like I said, I'm liking it a lot. I guess you can see our stats here. So I went hard in biology and animals because I like those things. So I'm kind of role playing what I would do in real life. I used to be a biologist. Like I studied biology. My degree from college was in biological education. I used to teach biology to high schoolers. So I kind of wanted to go down that route, like give me some empathy because I care about people. Give me some animals, give me some biology, and we'll roll with it. I've made 16 entire lives, and I keep on. I want to make more. I don't know if I'm going to stream all of them, but I've had ideas about like what I want the other characters to be like, and I'm fascinated to see how we can tackle similar problems, or if the same problems even like show up. Like, does mom always die? Do certain characters always die? Like, is the struggle for food always going to fix itself the same way? Stuff like that. I was curious, so I looked up all the possible deaths up until this point, and it looks like you collected them all. Yay! So you gotta collect the trauma. Yeah, so we lost Tammy to electrocution real early. Mama overworked herself to death. Dad got the shimmer. Udicott died in an attack. Hal died in an attack. Tonin died on an expedition. And then Calm died in an attack. Pretty rough stuff. Thank you so much for coming in. I'm interested to see kind of like when I finish. I would love to talk like either on on the subreddit or to other, like if I can find other people in the community. I want to figure out what this game's about, you know, like what's really going on behind the scenes and like how my story is different from everyone else's story. So I'm excited to finish the game, not because I want it to be over, but just because like I want to continue to learn, you know. Yeah, if you the Discord's got stuff. Hopefully, you know, Kara, maybe you play the game and you get traumatized and we do more trauma bonding. I think that's what's going to happen. Look at these two fresh freaks. Oh my gosh. And I mean freaks as in like I want to get freaky. At the refreshment table, Cal is stuffing his face with party food and Rex shoves 2 glasses of punch in your hands. Gotta stay hydrated, he says, pouring himself another glass. We'll be sweating it out one way or the other. All right, Rex. All right, buddy. I see what you're putting down. We've done enough trauma bonding for one lifetime. Good point. I think we could calm it down. Don't let them fool you, Tangent mutters, joining you. She smears a glob of something pink and meaty looking on a cracker. It's a well-documented phenomenon that people inexperienced with imbibing alcohol will begin to act as if they're drunk even if they're completely sober. To Rex, she adds, I mean, of course, that I'm not going to suffer any bad behavior. He's so cool. I really like, he's fun. He's got fun energy. He's, in real life, he's the kind of guy I would hang out with, like, once a month. Like, before I had kids. He's the kind of guy I would hang out with once a month, and that it would be, like, kind of crazy, and I would be, like, destroyed halfway through it. Like, I would have... I'm an introvert, so, like, I would have lost my social energy halfway through, but he would have been so nice and cool about it that I would have stayed a little longer just because I didn't want him to be sad. And, you know, the food was probably good. Yes, Cal has a tattoo. He's got a cool chest tattoo because we're buddies. We're frickin' bros. Hell yeah. Cal's the kind of guy that you can definitely hang out with all day. He's the kind of guy that's real chill and you can get work done with him, but like the game said, it doesn't feel like work. Like whatever you're doing with Cal, he's gonna help you. It's gonna get done quickly. It's gonna get done easily, but you're not gonna get like burnt out because he's gonna be doing a lot of the work. It's gonna be an equal mix of work, and it's not gonna feel bad because like you guys are gonna be joking. You're gonna be having fun. If you want something done, you go to Cal. And Tange is also great. I love that we're getting trans representation. She's so cool. And I think if you want a physical thing done, you talk to Cal. If you have an actual question about like a complicated topic and you need like a neutral, completely like person who's going to tell you the facts straight up and is going to be blunt but not like a bitch about it, Tange is where you go. Rex grins as he pulls a flask out of his vest and pours a healthy addition into his glass. Who says it's going to be an act? Let's get a little loose. Come on, it's a party. The music changes to something with a fast pounding beat. Rex throws his head back and howls. Woo! It's time to dance. I'm just going to hang with my friends, thanks. Rex and Mars take to the dance floor, joined by an enemy and a reluctant-looking vase. You stay behind with the others to watch, still marveling at how mature your friends seem tonight. They've transformed like grubby little grubs into beautiful Dorbs moths. Dish shows up late and sulks around the outside of the lounge, eventually coming to pick up the food on the table. He keeps his distance from Tange. You guys still haven't, like, worked things out? She's your sister, man. Cal eventually heeds the siren's call of the dance floor and saunters over to join the others. You're left making somewhat awkward small talk about the food with the two siblings. Nami, who's playing DJ with Congruent, spins up something a lot slower, more romantic. Grab a partner and pull them in close, they announce dreamily, or whatever distance you both feel comfortable with. Nice, good job, Nami. 15 years old and you really understand consent. You love to see it. Everyone giggles awkwardly and shuffles around, feeling the intangible friction of teenage politics. Who dances with whom? Who makes the first move? Cal, of course. Cal grins and holds you at a respectable distance, his strong shoulders forming a natural dancing frame for your arms. You're a little embarrassed that you're so sweaty. Cal never works up a sweat. He just laughs and compliments your natural glow. On the dance floor, you bump into an enemy in vase who have stopped dancing and skipped directly to sucking face. Woo! Cal rolls his eyes. That could be us, man. That could be us, whenever you're ready. After the slow songs, Nami spins Congruence's music library to something with a little more bounce. The dance floor once more floods with bodies ready to gyrate the night away. I would make him sweat. Yeah, let's put it to the test, Cal. How much are you incapable of not sweating? There's got to be. We're going to test the limit. With consent. But the tunes are abruptly interrupted by Governor Lum's. Oh, you're a frickin' T. You suck, dude. You suck. You're coming in and harshing our frickin' vibes. The vibes were immaculate in here, and you just come in here with your dumbass V-neck and your stupid-ass chin strap, and you just take everyone's boners away. He strides to the stage, flanked by Security Chief Rhett. Everyone on the dance floor whines in unison at having some buzzkill adult stop the music, but Lum just raises his hands and smiles indulgently. Look at you, he says, young pioneers. I look at you and I see the future, not just of this colony, but of all humanity. You catch a few people rolling their eyes. You've heard this before. Rhett here, good man, a real good man, really, the best of the colony, shared this poem from a great Earth poet. Lum continues, now I'm not one for poetry myself. I think it's gay. That's what Lum, that was me role-playing as Lum. He seems like the guy who doesn't much care for those things. And also the one to, make fun of somebody for who they are. Damn if it's not something I want to share with you kids tonight on the eve of something really big. He clears his throat and reads from his holopalm. We cannot tarry here, we must bear the brunt of danger. We, the youthful, sinewy races, all the rest of us on us depend. Down the edges, through the passes, up the mountains steep, conquering, holding, daring, venturing as we go, the unknown ways, pioneers, oh pioneers. We primeval forests felling, we the rivers stemming, vexing we, and piercing deep the mines within, we the surface broad surveying, we the virgin soil upheaving, pioneers, oh pioneers. Work time, bye. See you, Kara. Have a good day. Thank you for hanging out with me. We're about to end anyways because it's getting close to Dunyan Rings time, but thank you for spending so much time. Applaud politely, silently mouth the word boring, grumble and hiss, this is bullshit. I do not like Lum, so I'm going to grumble and hiss, as I would now. Rhett looks a little pained, but Lum continues, what do you think that poem means, kids? He asks. Does it mean we should sit here in our colony politely waiting for this planet to make space for us? He clenches his fist evocatively in the air. No, he exclaims. It means we need to get out there. We need to grab Vertumnan by the balls and make it respect us. He points to you specifically. I need you, the next generation, to lead the charge, and this is your planet, and you're old enough now to defend it. I'm asking all eligible fighters to join squads massing at expeditions to get out there and attack those monsters where they live. We're taking the fight to them. No more hiding behind our walls. Bye, crew. I know you said not to care, but it's something that I kind of care about. Kira Page, have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I hope to see you again soon. To your left, Vase and enemy lead the cheering that erupts. Of course they would. Lum and Rhett leave, and the music spins back up again, but only a few die-hard partygoers still want to dance. Everyone else is broken into smaller groups to discuss the announcement. You are... I'm going to be a little angry. This is bullshit, Cal exclaims, causing a few heads to turn. They're not even going to try to figure out why the animals are attacking us. They're just going to kill, kill, kill. He waves his arms over his head. Aren't we supposed to be better than that? Dis clearly agrees, though, much more quietly. They don't even know what's out there. He mutters, they have no idea what they're up against. The party fizzles out as everyone drifts away from the lounge. You return to your empty quarters and your birthday forgotten. You've always been told the colony was safe. Now you know that time is over. All right, yeah, this is a good enough time to stop, I think. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, everybody. I hope you had fun. Let's see, is there anybody I want to raid? I don't see any of my usual people, which is fine. Let me check, see here. Take it easy, bro. Thanks, Jabroni. You too. Anybody here that I know? Doesn't look like it. No. Yeah, let's raid someone with hundreds of views. That's exactly what needs to happen. All right. Thank you so much, everyone. I will see you guys on Wednesday, hopefully, for more Dice Folk. We're going to be doing another challenge run on that. So Wednesday, provided everything works the way I want it to, will be Dice Folk, and then Friday we'll come back to this. We'll continue our long series, and we'll just we'll see what happens. I love you all very much. Treat yourselves well, and I will see you around in the Discord or probably in your guys' streams, more likely. Later.